in Nasr Petroleum Company's oil refinery in Suez, and we were watching a documentary film for the project. Now we have the good determination and will of Egyptians, and as we are working on training good Egyptian workers, hoping for a better future. Now we will see the stages of the project, and we signed an agreement with British Petroleum. Engineer Mohammed Saadawi will make a presentation now.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God.
دولة رئيس مجلس الوزراء.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouly, I'd like to welcome you.
معالي السادة الوزراء الحضور الكرام. أهلا ومرحبا بكم.
I want to welcome you all in one of the most important industrial sites here in Egypt. I will give now a small presentation for the achievements of the company. Now we are watching the inauguration of a project for gas recovery for the production of gas in Nasr Petroleum Companies in Suez. Now we are watching this presentation for the achievements of the company. This coal that we make from petroleum is used in cooking units to produce the coal, which is the raw material for the product in front of all of you. Aluminum consumes from 400 to 500 kilos from this coal. Ionic carbons are used in many things like aluminum. 85% of the world production of coal is used in aluminum production. In Africa, we produce 3 million tons. Now we are still watching Prime Minister Madbouly inaugurating a project for gas recovery for the production of cooking gas in Nasr Petroleum Company's oil refinery in Suez. And now British Petroleum top official is giving a presentation about the project. The company started in 2011 and it started production in 2016. The production rate was 600,000 tons annually. 73,000 tons annually, and this is an unusual for this company, unusual production for this company. During these years, the company made losses with $38 million sales. It stopped in 2023, stopped working in 2023, and there was an agreement with the investors to take the share of the public money. And $5 million will pay it for this company. The assets of this company is $56 million.
نقطة التحول في مسار هذه الشركة وهي نقطة فارقة هو توقيع هذا العقد.
The big difference was the signing of this agreement. That's why we are thanking the Prime Minister who supported this agreement with the company of British Petroleum, which gave
والتولينج فيز للطن $97 وتلتزم بفلات ريت سنويا $15 مليون لو ما تمش توريد كميات الفحم.
And still we are watching Prime Minister Madbouly inaugurating the project for gas recovery for the production of cooking gas in Nile Petroleum Company's oil refinery in Suez. And we are still watching a presentation for this project. The challenges that face the company in the coming period is how to pay back the loan and to review the agreement and to continue working in producing the coal green till 5 years to be. The strategic goals in the coming years we have 15 million tons, and in the first quarter of 2026 we will finish the second line to reach 3,000 tons. We will resume all lines of production, and our plan is to build this company, the Egyptian company, for anode production. The anode production is used in making the cells of to make aluminum. We will build a line of production for anode, and it will cost $200 million. And the factory is working with American technology and German technology. And for sustainability, we target to make 300 million tons, $128 million for sales, and 800 million tons per day. The net profit this year is 44%, $43 from 97, which is the price of 1 ton. 2030 we will reach 63 tons, $63 for tons. We are committed in the coming period to pay the bank loans for Al Ahli Bank and QMB. We hope that more flows and cash flows will be there in the coming period. We have $320,000 and we hope for more in the coming period. We also train all workers and we provide them with a good environment to work. We also have environmental commitments, and we cover now the basins of coal, of clean coal,
أيضا زراعة
and also we cultivate 4,200 trees. Thank you all.
جزيل الشكر للمهندس محمد السعداوي. وبالطبع لكل بداية جديدة شروط. بيئة أعمال جاذبة للاستثمار، تعميق التصنيع المحلي، دعم التنافسية على المستويين الإقليمي والدولي. هدف الدولة توجه من القيادة السياسية واستراتيجية.
Political leadership has an executive plan to achieve the utmost economic benefit from the state assets and to revive the suspended companies through the modernization plans and cooperating with international companies. According to a certain time schedule, the success story came up in few months in 2025 to restore production to this industrial edifice. And now we would like to invite Engineer Mohammed Shini, the Minister of Public Work Sector, to deliver his speech. In the name of Allah, Your Excellency Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouly, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me pleasure to welcome you all on this day that represents an important step in the national industry path, a day on which we celebrate reviving production in the Egyptian company for carbon aluminum blocks. Egypt Anom company is one of the first companies in the region specialized in using green petroleum coal, and it's a main industry to produce Anon casts that are the pillar of modern industry. Ladies and gentlemen, aluminum and iron and other heavy industries represent main pillars for the national industry as an integrated system of supply and production chains are built, and it supports production and supports the ability of the state to achieve self-sufficiency and increase exports. And the Egyptian company for Anon blocks has an important role to play in this system. It provides a main product used in the manufacturing of iron, aluminum and other products, and it is an effective element in supporting national industry and enhances its competitive edge at national and international levels. Distinguished guests, the restoration of this factory after its suspension for 2 years was not a technical process, but was the fruit of integrated national effort led by the Ministry of Public Works sector within the strategy of the state to rebuild an industrial foundation capable of supporting the national industry and adding an added value and localizing industry. The reoperation of the factory comes according to a time schedule for the sustainability of operation and increasing production efficiency, as well as full operation and doubling the capacity by the first half of 2026. The reoperation program has a comprehensive program for administrative and technical capacity building as well as productive capacity building. And the first phase of the project included developing production units with full commitment of the highest level of quality and environment production, in addition to training programs for the workers to sustain the efficiency. And the plan has contractual and financial measures for the sustainability of this industrial edifice and to enable it to achieve achieve future development and growth. In this context, we held a strategic long-term agreement with British Petroleum, one of the international pioneer companies in the field of industry and power in the Middle East. The agreement is a model of cooperation between international experience and national capabilities to enable us to compete in regional and international markets. Your Excellency Prime Minister, today I would like to emphasize that this development and this partnership wouldn't have been achieved without your support, and signing this agreement at the headquarters of the Cabinet under your auspices last January helped in building trust in this partnership, as well as the follow-up for the implementation of the agreement and following the contractual production contracts, and this supports the Egyptian industry and investment climate. This project symbolizes the rational economic support through optimizing assets and reviving the suspended ones instead of selling or liquidating them. This is in line with Egypt's vision for a sustainable industry based on production. And the results of this effort are shown as regional and international companies showed interest to cooperate in the coming phases of this industrial complex. This emphasizes that this company has become a promising industrial platform. And it's expected that this project will contribute to increasing the export's capabilities and create direct and indirect job opportunities for the youth, as well as supporting sustainable development in Egypt. In this context, I would like to emphasize that the Ministry is implementing modernization projects in different companies, as well as applying modern management systems and enhance partnerships with the private sector and international corporates to achieve sustainability efficacy. Distinguished guests, what we are witnessing today is practical interpretation of Egypt's efforts under the auspices of His Excellency President Sisi to make industry the engine of development and to turn challenges into real growth opportunities. Industry is not just a production activity, but it is the basis of a strong economy based on knowledge, technology, innovation, and local production. At the end, I would like to extend thanks and appreciation to the Prime Minister, Dr. Mustafa Madbouly, for his continuous support to public works sector and his belief that industry is the path to achieve comprehensive development and a resilient economy. I would like to thank all the workers in a known company who proved through their efforts and devotion that the Egyptian is the basis of success. And if it was not for their determination, this achievement wouldn't have been accomplished. Thank you, and peace be upon you. Thank you, Minister of Public Works, Mr. Mohammed Hashimi. Egypt would always be promising for a brighter future that is written by the hands of its sons, the workers of Egypt and all those who work for the development of this country. The success and the achievement does not stop. We are just showing one example to preserve the state assets and to increase their added value. A lot of achievements would be attained in the future. I would like to thank Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouly and distinguished guests and those who contributed to reviving this industrial edifice.